Love is a beautiful thing, very beautiful. But how do we actually mourn love when it has died? Or how do we actually deal with breakup? Or how do we actually make sure that breakups do not break us? So today in this YouTube channel, we are going to talk about breakups and how to deal with them. So hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your host for My Gigi, and this is Unfeigned. So thank you so much for those who have subscribed to this YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and let's do this. This is where we speak the unspoken and we speak it with boldness. So before I actually talk about how to deal with breakups, I read something in this book. I don't know, you see, it's Nancy Van Pelt, Love Guide for Single Adults. And also I have this one. It's by the same author. My dad gave it to me. It's called From This Day Forward. So I read something here. It was talking about breaking up, and it was saying that, remember, just because someone has broken up with you does not mean that no one in the world wants you, or that you're not a worthy person. Maybe you may be tempted to bask in your own misery and pain while trying to enlist the sympathy of friends, but a better course of action is to put the past behind and leave it there. Dwelling on the past will only lead to self-pity and depression. Pity parties are lonely affairs. So today we are talking about how to deal with breakups, and honestly I don't want to talk about only relationship breakups, because there are also friendship breakups and they also come with a lot of pain. Maybe your friend betrayed you, or maybe just something happened and you just broke up. Maybe a relationship between you and your sister or your brother, that is also a breakup, and it can be quite painful. But how do we actually mourn love? Because it is mourning love because it has just died. So how do we actually deal with that as individuals to make sure that, as it said, that we don't end up in depression or self-pity? So there's some of the things that we can actually do that can actually help us deal with breakups and deal with the pain that we are going through. So basically, one of the things that you can do, one thing, you have to develop a certain habit. Like, you have to now begin developing a certain small habit. Maybe like you can maybe start exercising, you can start writing, you can start doing something that will take away your mind from that thing that has actually happened. Because basically, when you don't develop something, or you don't develop a certain routine, you'll end up finding yourself idle. You'll end up finding yourself thinking of the same thing, or the same person, or thinking of that person, or thinking of that bad thing, that will make sure that you end up in self-pity or in depression. Another thing basically that you can do, maybe, I don't know, it's doing, or I don't know, but control what you can control, and what you can't control, just leave it. Because we try to actually control so much. You want to make it work, and he has already broken up with you. He's already, maybe she or he has chosen a different path, maybe he has cheated on you, but you want to maybe control them, you want to change them, you're trying to do something to maybe change how they think about you. But you just let what you can control, let it be controlled. What you cannot control, let it be. It is what it is. So let what you can control, just let it be. Don't try to actually change things. If kama imehappen, ume break up na mtu, if your partner doesn't want you anymore, if your friend has betrayed you, if your maybe relatives don't want to be with you, then let it be. Control what you can control. Another thing that you need to do as an individual to make sure that you don't end up in self-pity or in depression, maybe you can also read books. I think books like this can help you a lot. By the way, it has a lot of good things, and it's a small book. In fact, it has I don't know the pages, but it is less than 200, and it is a small book, but it has actually changed me. I was given by my friend, and this one was given by my dad. It actually has a thing in chapter 5. It says breakup is too hard to do, but it gives you tips and ways of how to actually deal with breakup. So you can also like read books like these ones. They are actually very helpful, and they're small books, and you can purchase them, or even you can get them from a friend. So that is another thing that you can do that will actually help you deal with that emotion or deal with that pain, because you'll understand how to do it by because of that thing I've read to you when I was actually introducing. So these books kind of help people, and they help you deal with it. Another thing that you can actually do that will help you deal with your emotions, another thing is write. I have my journal. I write my journals. I write everything. I write what I feel. Okay, let me show you. I write everything. I write. I have a bad handwriting. I write about it. Write whatever you want to write. Write the pain you're feeling. I don't know, I think it is easier to write it out than tell it to someone. Another thing you can do that can help you deal with her heartbreak is validating the pain. Like, stop trying to suppress it, stop trying to pretend like you're not feeling it. If you're feeling it, let it be. If you have to go through this pain, if you have to go through every kind of care, if you have to heal with years and years, just take that time to do that, because basically most of the times we want to try and act strong, and it is haiwezi. You're trying to act strong, and haiwezi anyway. So just validate that pain. If you're feeling that pain, just let it be, go through it, let yourself be human, accept it, let yourself be human, feel it, and yes, that's it. Another thing that you can do basically is create boundaries. Stop snooping. You see, when you've broken up with someone or you're not friends anymore, you're tempted to go to your phone and check who is your friend, who is their friend now, who are they dating, where do they go. But block them. If you have to block them, delete their numbers, do whatever you need to do, because as much as you want to maybe keep them in your life, they do not want to keep you in their life. So why would you even want to like be with them in their life? So if they do not want to be with you in their lives, just also let them go in your life too. So you have to create boundaries. Stop snooping. Nanga, you want to check, you want to see where they're going, just let them be, because as much as you want to like keep tabs of what they are doing, you are the one that is going to end up hurt. And just imagine, maybe your boyfriend umeona ako na dem mwingine, and you're like, how fast has he moved on? And it's going to hurt you, and you're going to think that you're less of a person, or you're going to think that you're not enough. Another thing is self-love or self-compassion. You have to develop self-compassion. Like, self-compassion basically is loving yourself if you've gone through this, because sometimes we are the ones that are bad in our relationships. We are the ones that have not been maybe good in our relationships. So you have to remind yourself, you did not do it so well this time, you are not so good in this relationship, you did this kind of mistake, you did this, but you're going to be fine, it's going to be fine. You have to develop self-love, because basically when you do not do that, especially when you break up with someone, you tend to feel like there's something wrong with you, or you are not enough, or you did something that actually wasn't right. But basically, it can be the mistake of that other person, or it can be your mistake. So it is something that you need to embrace, self-compassion and self-love, for you to be able to deal with breakup, and for you to be able to deal with this kind of pain. Another thing basically is acceptance. Acceptance, you basically accept that it has happened. Accept it. In fact, that is the first step. I don't know why I've left it out. It is the first step. You need to accept. For you to deal with pain, if you're in denial that you've broken up, you can never be able to deal with heartbreak. You can never be able to deal with this kind of pain. So you must first accept. You must accept that this happened, and it's okay. And yes, it's okay that it happened, it's okay that it happened, because there is nothing that you can do. So you need to accept. Another thing that you can do basically is find someone to talk to, or feel free to talk to someone, ask someone, tell someone what you're actually feeling. It's not wrong to express yourself. If you're feeling pain, please seek for help. If you need a therapist, if you need a friend, whoever you need to to just deal with your pain, please feel free to talk it over, because sometimes we don't actually understand why we are going through what you're going through, and we need other people to actually help us go through the pain. So it's okay to seek help, either if you're a male or a female. It's okay to seek help. Seek help from someone. Seek help, talk to someone. I mean, basically that is what I am saying. Another thing that you can do is pray about it. Pray about this issue, because God helps us to heal from our pains. He helps us to deal with pain. He can help us or he can help take the burden that you're feeling. So pray about it. Basically, depending on the religion that you're in, if you're a Christian, pray to God. If you're a Muslim, pray to Allah. Like, connect, seek help, pray about it. Yes, and God is able to heal us from our pains. He's able to take away the pains that we are always feeling. And that is it basically for today. Those are the tips that can help you, that can make sure that breakups do not end breaking us. If our friendships are broken, it's okay. If our relationships have not worked, you need to understand that it's okay. If things didn't go the way you wanted, if you've been in this relationship for 5 years and it has just ended up, please, I'm so sorry for you and I feel you, but you just have to move on. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you've not subscribed. Let's speak the unspoken. This is where we speak the unspoken with boldness. I am your host, Omaidan Kiki, and this isn't faint. Remember, you cannot change everything, but you can change something.